heels together and pull up on your thighs, sucking your tummy, your butt is tight. Interlock your fingers right down to the webbing, all of your knuckles underneath your chin. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, and let's begin. Inhale for one inhale. So as you inhale, would you float your elbows all the way up to the ceiling? Hey Doc, forearms frame your beautiful face. Now open your mouth and let your head go back. As your head goes back, your spine is straight. Your eyes are wide open, and so is your mouth. Relax the shoulders and squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale your pranayama. And as you inhale, guys, rock the weight back in the heels. Your chin is down. You're looking forward. Inhale a little bit more, way at the top. And again, would you let it go? The spine is so straight. Your eyes are really wide open. Your mouth is really wide open. Relax the shoulders and squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale your pranayama. And these last 4 days, guys, was the first time that I could do yoga every day for 4 days. One more beautiful breath at the top. And again, would you let it go? Since I was kicked out of the Bikram community. Can you imagine that's how long it's been? As you relax the shoulders and you squeeze your elbows together, and again, you inhale and the chin is down. And the reason is that when I went in the outside world, I was the only teacher. There wasn't anybody around that I could take their class. As you inhale a little bit more, maybe 1 or 2, as you inhale one more breath at the top, and then again, you let it go. And that's how it continued, guys, in my life. I was teaching all of the classes, and maybe I could just grab 1 or 2 as you relax the shoulders and you squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale your pranayama. And this is the last one of your first set. As you rock the weight back in the heels and your chin is down, and you float your elbows up, one more breath, and you let it go. And your spine is straight, and your eyes are open, and you look along the ceiling, and you bring your elbows, please, to squeeze together at the end. Excellent. Let your arms float down by your side and you breathe. Second set. Again, toes together, heels together, pull up on your thighs, your tummy's tight, interlock your fingers, knuckles underneath your chin, relax your shoulders away from your ears. And let's begin. Inhale for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 at the top. Exhale for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3, and bring your elbows together. Now again, inhale. And what changed, guys? Finally, our tribe came together. And as you inhale a little bit more and you float your elbows up and you keep inhaling, one more beautiful breath at the top. And then boom, you let it go. And as you let it go, your eyes are so wide open, your mouth is so wide open. And I'm so grateful for you guys. You have no idea. And the shoulders are down, relax them, and you squeeze your elbows together so high. And again, you inhale your pranayama. And as the chin comes down, you float your elbows up and you inhale a little bit more, and you keep inhaling a little bit more, one more breath at the top, and boom, as you let it go. And your spine is so straight and your eyes are really wide open, and relax the shoulders, and please bring your elbows and you squeeze them together so high. And again, you inhale the pranayama. And as long as you guys trust the process, as you're in the process of your life, the process of your energy, the process of your total existence in the beginning of time, one more breath, and boom, as you let it go, and your spine is so straight and your eyes are wide open, and you relax the shoulders again and bring your elbows down, squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale the pranayama. And as you inhale the pranayama, the chin is down, you float your elbows up. And you inhale a little bit more, and you keep inhaling, guys. Keep inhaling even more. One more breath. Hold it at the top and let it go. This is the last one. As you relax the shoulders, and please, would you bring your elbows together to squeeze at the end. Excellent. Let your arms float down by your side, and you breathe. Let's start with Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose, and Padastasana, hand to feet pose, please. Inhale your arms above your head. Interlock your fingers, release your index finger, glue yours together. Straight elbows, straight knees, reach up, touch the ceiling. Begin to stretch your bodies out from side to side. Every time you come through the middle, you try to touch the ceiling for 3 and for 2 and for 1. Please come, stop in the middle. Now get the weight back in the heels, suck your tummy tight, bum, straight elbow, straight knees, reach up, touch the ceiling, rainbow over in a perfectly straight line towards the right hand side of the room, and you breathe. You're sucking your tummy, you tighten your bum, you straighten your elbows, you straighten your knees. Now I want you to feel the stretch down the whole of the left-hand side of your body. So tighten your bum, pull your tummy muscles in again, recontract your thigh muscles. The weight's in the heels a little bit more, your ribs are down, but your toes are still touching. And now push. Push your left hip more over your left ankle. And when you do, I push my right big toe stronger into the ground and the left side of my left foot into the ground. And that pushes me a little bit more, Doc. Push the hips a little bit more, Doc. Yes, Season. And now straighten out your elbows. Glue your wrists together. Come down a little bit deeper for 5. Come down 4, 3, 2, down. And then you breathe up really, really long to lengthen the vertebrae in your back. Yes, Barbie. Touch the ceiling. And now you rainbow from that huge height in a perfectly straight line towards the right-hand side, left-hand side of the room, and you breathe. And your chin is up and your arms are back. You suck your tummy, you tighten your bum, and you straighten your elbows, and you straighten your knees, and you glue your wrists together. You suck in your tummy. And so what I gathered from that, from all this, and it's been a 10, maybe even 12 years journey, guys, what I've gathered from that now I worked hard enough to deserve to get all of the yoga again, my practice back. Left armpit forward. I must have paid off my karma, people, and it must have been a lot of karma. Bring your right hip forward a little bit. You suck in your tummy. You straighten your elbows. You straighten your knees. Now pull out your right arm. Pull your right arm out of your shoulder socket. There it goes, Amber. And begin to push your left hip, right hip over your right ankle, and you breathe. And now left armpit forward towards the screen. Right hip forward towards the screen. Glue your wrists together. Straight elbow, straight knees, come down 5, come down 4, 3, 2, 1, done, boom. Hang up super long. Okay, the most delicious back bend. First off, tighten your bum, push hips, tummy, thighs forward. Then lift your chest up, that's the form, and just drop your head back as if your head just dropped off a waterfall. Then lift your chest up and take your arms back to where your ears are, remember. You're trying to get your arms and your ears to touch. And that begins to really squeeze and compress the neck where it meets the shoulder of the vertebrae. Yes, Lily, lift the chest up and take your arms back. And now everybody straighten your elbows a lot and feel the tension, the stretch in your shoulders. Straighten your elbows even more, Season. Straighten them even more, Ma. Straighten them even more. That's it, Ma. That's it, Season. Straighten them more, Season. Straighten them more. And now go back. Yes, stop. Go back. Breathe back. Way back. Look back. Yes, Barbie. One more breath. Inhale as you come up. Suck your tummy. A lot happens when you straighten your elbows. Come down the straight spine. Put your hands on the floor and do your cha, cha, cha. As you ease out your back. As you warm up your spine. Wiggling your hips from side to side. Until your lower spine feels loose, comfy, easy, relaxed. Okay, babes, bend your knees a lot. Lay your belly on your thighs, lay your chest on the knees and reach around and scoop up your heels from behind. Step on all your fingers and your thumb. Get all your fingers to face the same direction as your toes in the front. And now breathe and lift your hips up into the air. Drop the shoulders away from your ears and get the weight into the toes. Lift your hips up into the air. Now remember, you're opening your back, you're feeding your heart, and you're nourishing your brain to keep your brain so active, because all the cells of the brain are getting the oxygen they need, which in most people, they're not getting the oxygen that they need after like really 40s, really. Wrap the elbows around. Remember, the aging process is so sneaky, you can't even see it coming until it's there. Get the weight to the toes. Now let's work on the aging process. Straighten out the back of the knees. You want to lock the back door of your knees, and that really stretches and really contracts and really activates that gland in the back of the knees. Get the weight in the toes, pull. Lift your ups in the air, that's smile, pull. Glue your tummy into the thighs, glue your chest onto the knees, slide your boy down the shins below the knees, down, pull. Inhale, as you come up long, let your arms float down. Take a breath, let go, and absolutely breathe. Breathe. Second set. Inhale your arms go over your head, interlock your fingers, release your index finger, glues together. Straight elbows, my darling, straight knees, reach up, touch the ceiling, and over you go in a perfectly straight line towards the right-hand side, sucking your tummy very gently. Remember, you are making a shape of a crescent moon, and you know the moon interacts with our bodies. The moon in the sky interacts with the earth, the water on the planet. This moon, half moon in your body, interacts with your right kidney, squeezing it. And when you squeeze any organ in your body, you're pushing out toxins. Get your left arm. It's lovely, Aileen, especially Aileen, the way you're pushing your hip over your left ankle. Right armpit forward. I knew, Aileen, when you began to understand and govern your muscles, that you were going to take off. Bring your left hip forward towards the screen a little bit more and glue your wrists together. It's fabulous, Barbie. Make sure the shoulders away from your ears. Everybody, re-straighten your elbows. Even if you think they're straight, re-glue your wrists together. And I'll point to where you're going. It's gorgeous, Katia. Breathe, 2, 1, done. Inhale as you come up. Very good, Doc. Straight elbow, straight knees, reach up, touch the ceiling, and rainbow over, Doc, in a perfectly straight line. But remember, I'm thinking of your hip, Doc. All your upper body's moved, but your hips are still straight. So you've got to find a way, go inside your body. Don't think of your upper body, Doc, and now push the outside of your right foot into the ground and push the inside of your left foot into the ground. Push the weight into them, Doc, and push the hips a little bit more. You got it, Ma. Push the hips a little bit more. Not in the upper body, Doc. Don't come down the upper body, baby girl. Just push your hips. Gorgeous, Katia. Left armpit forward. A little bit more, Aileen. Left armpit forward. Remember, find your neck. If you're over the 60s, you always find your neck. Look for it. Look for it. It will hide. Bring your right hip forward. Glue your wrists together. Straight elbows. Stunning, Shahida. Straight knees. So beautiful. Now, Season. Straighten out your elbows a little bit more. Straighten out your elbows with Ma. 3, 2, done. Breathe up long. Very good, Doc. Straight elbows, straight knees. Hips, tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up. Drop your head back. Lift your chest up again. And now go back. Actively go back. And what I do actively is I tighten my bum, hip, tummy, thighs forward. Then the chest is lifted, lifted, lifted. And then I start to look back. And then I begin to open my armpits a lot. I straighten my elbows more. I glue my index fingers together. And then I begin to point to what I'm looking back. And where do I feel the squeezing in between my shoulder blades and the neck? And that's what I'm really going for. And that's it, Ma. Now, Ma, straighten out your elbows with Season. Straighten out your elbows. And now go back. Lift your chest up. Hip, tummy, thighs, more forward, Amber. That's so you can go back more. Hip, tummy, thighs, more forward. Lift your chest up. Straighten your elbows, Aileen. Glue your wrists together. Everybody go back, breathe back, look back, go back. Yes, Barbie, one more breath. Not long. Ha ha. Just like that, it's over. Sucking your tummy, bend your knees, come down the straight spine. And get your hands on the floor and wiggle your hips from side to side until your spine feels loose and comfy and easy and relaxed. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Bend your knees. Lay your tummy on your thighs, lay your chest on the knees, reach around and grab your heels from behind. Step on all your fingers and your thumb. Make sure your fingers, you know which way they're meant to be facing, same direction as your toes. Nestle the heel in the palm of your hand. Be fascinated how it fits there, just like Lego. Be fascinated with everything in this life. Be fascinated with how you pick up a fork. Now wrap the elbows around the calf muscles, get the weight into the toes, contract the thigh muscles, lift your hips up into the air and pull. Don't be dulled by this life. People are dulled by this life because they heard the word passed away, and that completely robs them of something so vital. Get the weight in the toes. Memento mori. Remember your death. Wrap the elbows around the calf muscles and it will make you taste this delicious life in such a different way. As you wrap the elbows around the calf muscles, get the weight in toes, feed your brain, feed your brain, feed your brain. And change. Inhale as you come up. Completely nourished, all the cells in your brain, all the glands, everything in there, even the opening of, you know, the throat, the major artery in your neck, as it pumps it into there, and the brain expands, you know, because all the capillaries expand. Okay, look down at your feet, take 16 steps to right. Hide your heels behind your toes, inhale your arms up to center and drop your shoulders away from your ears. Then sucking your tummies, inhale, breathing, and boom, sit down on your imaginary chair. And then lift your body up and drop your shoulders away from your ears. And you breathe. One thing that Aileen was telling me was that the fact that she heard that I said her body was going to change. It was like, yeah, she's been doing fitness for a long time. So we'll see. And then when she saw it start to change, as you stick your butt out, lift your upper body up, she became, wow, it's really, really changing. Now, Aileen, what you're seeing is the tip of the iceberg. Understand what's changing deep within your body, in your organs, in your bloodstream, in the vessels in your bloodstream. As you sit down, one more breath and change. Inhale as you come up. Rock right up onto your toes as high as you can. All of your organs function better. Straighten out your legs a lot to start with, and that push you into the big toe joints. Now crack your knees a little bit. Crack your knees a little bit. Right heel forward, left heel forward. Do you know what I love about you, Katia? You grab those opportunities. You saw Olga, she was up, boom, you booked a class with her. Right heel forward, left heel forward, both us forward. Right heel forward, left heel forward, both us forward. Lift up the right heel again, lift up the left heel again, kick the heels forward towards the mirror, kick the heels forward towards the mirror, right heel, left heel, both us, fabulous stop and change. Very good, dog. Bring your knees together to touch. Lift your heels a tad, suck in your tummy, and would you slide down your cool marble wall, squeezing your knees. And you know something, guys, I also want you to introduce you to Doc, the new teachers, because Doc can't always make the different classes, but she'd love to have a private from you. So if you would like to arrange a time that works for her and it works for you, then boom, I'll give you the thing and you teach Doc. You give her class. And drop your shoulders away from your ears and squeeze your knees together and pull your tummy muscles in. Inhale, breathing, and push the floor away. And we've got great new teachers, Doc. And feet together, arms down. And take a breath, let go, and breathe. And if your shoulders still hurt you, I'm going to collect with Ma. She's the one in blue with the blue legs, you know, right there in the double. That's Ma. Say 16 steps to the right, hide your heels behind your toes. Inhale your arms up to center and drop your shoulders down deep away from your ears. Suck in your tummies, inhale, breathing, and please, would you sit down on your imaginary chair, and then you lift your upper body up. Get that curve in your lower back. It's a good, you know, I use the word, yeah, it's a sexy curve. When you stick your butt out and then you curve your upper body up so you know your rib cage, kind of pigeon chest up. Oh, it's gorgeous in the back. Now drop your shoulders away from your ears, eyes are open, breath is normal. Sit down, one more breath. Yes, my season, and change. And then rock right up onto your toes as high as you can and straighten out your legs a lot to start with. Inhale, breathing, and crack your knees a little bit. And that might work very well for you, season, that you would be able to arrange something with Doc, because you know, I know you're looking after your son a lot, so your hours are all over the place. Right heel and left heel and both heels and both heels and both heels, and they're wonderful teachers, Doc. Right heel and left heel, that's it, fascia. Doesn't it feel amazing when you're that high in the toe shoot? It doesn't give you a feeling of power. You get to understand the power that is in that big toe joint, season. I mean, excuse me, Shahida, and it's running through your body. And now I can talk to you, season, because you're doing the same. Right up on the toes, right heel forward, left heel forward, both heels, done. It feels incredible when you write on those toes. Amber knows that feeling too. Bring your knees together to touch. Lift your heels a tad, suck your tummy, and slide down your cool mouth wall. And put your knees down towards the bottom of the screen. You stop, you hover, an inch or two off your heels. And your eyes are open, the breath is normal. You suck in your tummy, and you squeeze your knees together. Now drop your shoulders away from your ears, pull your tummy muscles in, and then bounce. 1, 2, 3, stop on the up bounce, inhale, breathing, and then push the floor away. One of the things you have to do to be authentic to yourself is have an organic life. Not a mechanical life where you do what you're supposed to do, but an organic life where you take what you need organically, you do what you need. And saying that, let's do my beautiful Garudasana. Always say Garudasana, Aileen, because that's the name of the posture. Garudasana, name of the posture. Inhale your arms above your head. Garuda's just like falling in love with him. Swing your left right arm underneath your left arm. Cross your forearms, thumb towards your face. Pull your elbows down and sit down deep, butt out, chest up. And would you pick up your right leg and wrap it and coil it and bend it to squeeze it around the left one. And you breathe, squeeze your thighs on top of each other and lift your upper body up. And when you become authentic to yourself, you start to believe the information that comes into you from other worlds. You're not judging it because you're thinking, oh, it doesn't fit to the, you know, the mechanical way of this life. You open your mind. When my mind was opened, oh, Garuda came in, had a big chat, told me he was ancient, Lift your upper body up, pull the elbows down. Got me researching, because research everything. Research, research, research. Don't just believe. Can't just believe that. Move your knees toward the right a little bit more, Ma. Bring the left hip forward. Doc, move your knees to the right. Move your knees to the right, Doc. Pull the elbows down. Change. Arms over your head. And swing the right. Left underneath your right. Cross your forearms, thumb towards your face. Pull the elbows down and sit down deep, back out, chest up. And pick up your right leg. Left leg, and wrap it and coil it and bend it and squeeze it around the left one. And then please lift your upper body up and pull the elbows down. Now, guys who do my recorded classes are done by far more people that actually appear on this screen. Lift your body up, Barbie. Get that body up. Get those elbows away from the knees. Shoulders down. Now move your knees to the left. Bring the right hip forward. Take your bum out behind you, fabulous Amber. And change. Arms over your head. And please swing the right underneath your left. Cross your forearms, thumb towards your face, pull the elbows down and sit down deep. Your butt is out, your chest is up, and pick up your right leg and wrap it and coil it and bend it. So those of you that do my recorded classes, if you will get in touch with me, hopefully through Instagram, high level, sometimes I miss it, but you know, keep it up. I will get you to have a private class with one of our new teachers who are really incredible. It's the best new teacher training I've ever done. Lift your body up. So if you're always there and you're always doing recording, but you'd really like a live class, let me know. Move your knees to the right a little bit. Lift your body up. That's it, Ma. Move them. We Doc, move them. Move the knees, Doc. Move the knees. Move the knees more, Doc. The other way, other way. Got it. Yes, change. You fall over, Doc. You move them. Arms over your head. And last time go. Please swing the left underneath your right. Cross your forearms, thumb towards your face, pull the elbows down, feel the strain in the opposing shoulder actually, and pick up the right left leg and wrap and coil. Now you feel, Doc, to do the wrap, you've moved your knees towards that white sofa. So what you want to do now is lift your body up, Doc, and get the knee away from the right sofa. Get it towards where the television is on that room. And notice you're not even at home. Beautiful, Doc. Move it more, a little bit more. Lift your body up. Yes, Lily. Pull the elbow down. Now, Barbie, it's in the body. You're leaning forward. I want your back to lift it up. Get your back to work, Barbie. Pull it up. Pull it up. Make it long. Feel your waist long. Done. Excellent. Arms over your head. Let them float down. And take a breath. Fabulous work, guys. Have a drink of your water if you need it. An Amber little tip. When you're in that boiling hot room, if you start to feel a little dizzy in your own self, which you could, you go to the door and you open it for the class. And you just stay there, being nice and open for the class. And that's like somebody throwing a bucket of cold water over you, wakes you right up. So when you're ready, toes and heels together to touch. And remember, my teacher training was for Zoom and in the classroom. There's no difference. Straighten out your left leg, soften your tummy round over. Pick up your right foot. Interlock your fingers and your thumb, you know where, just below the toes. Most people will grab the arch. Some will grab the heel, but make sure it's the ball of the foot. And straighten your knee, contract your thigh muscle. Keep reinforcing the straightening of your left leg. Get your mind into your left thigh muscle. It's a very big muscle and it's lazy. As soon as you stop thinking about it, it will soften again. And then the knee starts to soften and has got no support. So dig your big left toe into the floor, recontract your thigh muscle a little bit more so it's hard. Then, if you want a little bit more, inhale, exhale, it's gorgeous season. Kick your left heel forward and tuck your toes back hard towards your face. Very, very good, Shahida. And when you tuck your toes back hard towards your face, keep kicking through that left hip. Kick right hip, excuse me. Lift up the heel a little bit more, Aileen, it's beautiful. There you go, baby. You just stay there, Aileen, kicking that leg straight. And when you do, Aileen, exhale every time you kick the leg straight. And that allows the muscles to open. Fabulous, Barbie. And if anybody, it's the last 3, 2, done. That was it. That was a whole minute. Not hold you anymore. Because this I use as the warm-up. And breathe and breathe and breathe. Okay. Put the weight into your right foot. Contract your right thigh muscle, soften your tummy, boom, on the clock, pick up the foot. And you know where to grab the foot, and you know where to tell them to grab the foot. And you re-straighten the neck. And you contract the thigh muscle, and you re-straighten the knee. And you soften your tummy. And you straighten the knee, you straighten the knee. Push the knee back a little bit more. And now again, the right muscle, because when you want to kick out and get your elbows down to break the plane of the calf muscle, and eventually one day get your forward to knee, and then eventually maybe do the advanced posture where you leave go of the leg completely, it never happens unless your right thigh muscles are contracted. You understand? They've got to be contracted. Now you ready, guys? Inhale, exhale, and kick that left heel forward. And once you do, push the knee back a little bit more just to make sure, reinforce it's really straight. Fabulous, everybody. 2 straight legs upside down, L like a Linda. Then begin to bend your elbows down. Fabulous, and Lily. Once the elbows go below the plane of the calf muscle, don't let the heel go too high, Barbie. It's always got to be in line with your hip. Now, when you get the elbows down, lovely catch you. Squeeze the calf muscles with the elbows. You got it, Season. And now just look at the floor, Season. You cat your forehead, your knee. Look at you slowly, Season. Just find the floor for 3. And 2. And down. Well done. Fabulous, Doc. And you know, Doc, all I can see on you, which is so exquisite, is that tiny little waist. Straighten out your right leg, sucking your tummy round over, and pick up your left foot. And so, Ma, I got to hook you up with Doc, Dr. Prezzini, I think it is on the thing, because I can see she's still working with her shoulder. And I'll do it on Instagram, because Ma's in Brazil, so that the telephone doesn't necessarily work. Straighten the leg is down, straight leg is down. Goes right your thigh muscle. You know which part of your leg that is going to fuel this whole posture. There's actually a 2-part process. Big right toe into the ground hard, and a really, really hard right calf muscle. Make it hard. I mean, yeah, left calf muscle. Now, if you're ready, if your left leg is locked, solid concrete, one piece, inhale, exhale, boom, yes, Ma, as you kick your forward. And Ma, it was beautiful the way you went into it. Only thing was just big toe into the ground. That's all it is. And the more you fall out and then re-engage the big toe next time, then it builds a strength, because it's the falling out and then coming back in and reinforcing it, which builds a muscle memory. As you kick your forward, pull your toes back hard, Aileen, just keep kicking through the hip. Keep kicking through the hip, yes, baby. And relax your shoulders, release your shoulders. Every gorgeous Katia. Begin to bend your elbows, those of you who want it. And when the elbow goes below the plane of calf muscle, that's it, Barbie. That's it. Don't let it go any higher, Barbie. You just stay there, man. It's incredible. 1, it's incredible. 4, 5. It's incredible for 4. Yes, Amber. 3, 2, 1. Done. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful, Lily. Take a breath. Let go and breathe. Rock stars, guys. That was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Toes and heels together to touch. Standing bow pull and caution. Oh, is it the other side? Straighten out your right leg. Thank you, Aileen. Sucking your tummy round over, pick up the other foot. And interlock your fingers and your thumb below the toes. That's why it's so good to watch the stream. They'll bring you back. They'll bring you back. Straighten the leg you're standing on. Contract your thigh muscle. Make that right leg hard, make it strong. And it's wonderful for your calf muscles, it's wonderful for your ankle. Dig your big right toe into the ground, and that really strengthens through the bones of your right leg. When you contract your right thigh muscle, it strengthens all the muscles of your right leg. Now inhale, exhale, boom. You kick forward. And when you kick forward, instantly pull your toes back. The right knee is softened, Shahida. The right knee has softened. Now, as you pull your toes back, I back off and straighten it. And so that you teach it to straighten before you kick it out. Push the knee back, push it back, push it back. Okay, okay. Pull the toes back. You still looks it. As you pull the toes back hard towards your face, begin to bend the elbows down to break the plane of the calf muscle. Once the elbows go below the plane of the calf muscle, then begin to get the chin into your throat. If it moves, it's because it is not straight. If there is any movements at all in the right leg, it's because they're subtly, it's not straight. And you have to listen to that. Now, as you pull your toes back hard, chin into your throat, forward your knee, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Take a breath, let go, and breathe. Let go and breathe. Let go and breathe. Okay. Right elbow in at the waist, palm facing up. Please let your hands go down and pick up the foot from the inside. And would you bring your knees together to touch? Please inhale with energy, your left arm up if you've not got it up already, as high as you can, right by your head. Now inhale, breathing. And would you please begin to kick your right leg directly back. As you kick your right leg directly back, lose your right shoulder instantly. Start to feel the stretch through your right side of your neck, through the right yoke of your shoulder blades, through the shoulder itself as you kick back, and through the biceps. And then kick so hard, you feel your elbow stretch. And then you're stretching through your forearms, and you're even stretching your fingers. You're hooked around the foot. Yes, Aileen, this is fabulous. Now, Aileen, just get your upper body right. So lift your upper body up and get your left arm closer to your face. Know it's going to throw you off the balance. Know it's going to throw you off the balance, but don't care. Bring it forward. Fabulous, Shahida. Completely full expression of posture within seconds. And lift up the arm, Aileen, more. Lift up the arm, Aileen, more, and bring it closer to your face and kick back. Stunning Katia, stunning Lily, stunning Ma. And as you kick the leg back a little bit more, don't let the knee come out to the side at all. Turn your right hip down and you keep on kicking. And now, Aileen, I want to see you move your left arm closer to your face. It's going to throw you off, which is what you don't want. Move it closer to your head, Aileen. Move it closer even more. Move it closer even more. And now you kick back, because that's where you want to work from, Aileen. That's where you want to work from. For 5, 4, 3, 2, done. And take a breath, let go and breathe. You feel me? And that little teeter-totter point where you don't know where it is, that's where you find it. It's where you don't know where it is, where you find it. Left elbow into the waist, palm facing up. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot from the inside. You always find more from falling over than you do from never falling, you know? Now inhale with energy, left arm up, right arm up, that arm, you know. Inhale, breathing. And begin to kick the leg directly back behind you. And as you kick the leg back, that's it, Aileen. The lower part of the body is all in line, Aileen. And what you're now working on is the relationship of your armpit, your shoulder, and your right neck. As you lift up the arm, now it's beautiful, Aileen. And now you're going to turn it on by kicking just the leg back a little bit. And if you feel like you're teetering to the left side a little bit too much, lift up your right fingertips a little bit more. Yes, Katia, the bow in your back is delicious, Katia. You have such an incredible body, Katia. You got it from your mama, I'm sure. And you kick up the leg a little bit more. That's the lift, Aileen. That's the lift. Very, very beautiful, Lily. As you kick the leg back behind you now, begin to bring the left shoulder towards your chin. Is beautiful, Amber, and touch it in the shoulder. And as you kick the leg up, yes, Ma, you keep on kicking. It's only in the toe, Ma. It's only in the toe, so don't worry. You're doing amazing, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. It's over. Very good, Doc. Very good. 1 second out. Ma, you were 1 second out. And like, oh, it's not, it's ah. Right elbow in the waist. Palm facing up. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot. And bring your knees together to touch. You know, watch the programming that we all have. Mankind is programmed, all of us. Inhale with energy, your left arm up. You can break the program. You know that. We all work on it in this. We all work on the programming as you kick the leg back. And I know a lot of recorded people are getting messages through to me, and what they're working a lot in with the spiritual side, guys. That's it, Amber. Now from here, Amber, test yourself. Kick the leg up more. Kick it up more without bringing the body down. Yes, Barbie, kick the leg up more. There it goes, Amber. And immediately you straightened your ankle. You straightened your toe. It's beautiful, Amber. And you kick up the leg. There you go, Katia. And now begin to bring the left shoulder towards your chin. As you touch it in the shoulder, and all you got to feel is lift. Don't worry about the balance. Big left toe into the floor, just feel the lift. And you got a little bit more time. If you fell out, you can still come straight back in. Now this is a side the arm comes away from most, Aileen. It's the left arm, so, and it's weaker than the right arm, so it can't do it as well. So ask it to do it a little bit better by getting the arm closer to your head. Get it closer to your head, Aileen. Doesn't matter if you fall. Tell the arm it doesn't matter if you fall. And now kick the leg up harder and get your chin up, Aileen. And you kick for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and done. And take a breath and let go and breathe. It's very, very good to let the different muscles know it's okay not to look as perfect as the other side. You know, the muscles see each other. Your body's aware of itself. Left elbow in the waist, palm facing up. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot. And whenever you say something bad about your body to your body feels it. Let your hand go down, pick up the foot. Every cell in your body feels it. Lift the left arm up, right arm up. Way, way more than if somebody else says something to you that's moody. Inhale, breathing, and kick the leg back. And remember, if somebody else does say something to you that's not very nice, you just got to think to yourself, oh, moody, moody, moody today. That's your mood, that's your vibration today. Nothing to do with me. As you lift up your right arm, lift up your right arm, chin up a little bit more and lean. Yes, baby girl, and kick and lift. Yes, Amber, and you keep on kicking. Stunning, Season, and you lift up your body now. Yes, Ma, drop the right shoulder toward your chin. Beautiful, Katia, touch it into the shoulder. We've got time, guys, and keep on kicking, Lily. That's it. Kick up more, kick it up more. That's it, Barbie. Kick it up more. Lift up the right arm, gorgeous. Doc, lift up the right arm. Kick it up more. Let me see the foot come over the top of your head. 5. Kick it up more. 4. Kick it up. 3, 2, 1. Done. Take a breath. You did a fabulous job. Did a fabulous job. Okay. When you're ready, come to the back of your mats. Let's do Tula. Tula Dandasana, the balancing stick. So please inhale your arms above your head. Take a great big step on your right foot. Point your left toe. Inhale, breathing. And then go. Bring your upper bodies down, body down, arms up. And body down, leg up. Keep on stretching forward. Point the toes behind you. Drop the heel a little bit, Amber. Drop the heel just a little bit. Yeah, just the heel of you. Right, yeah. Now keep on stretching forward. Point the toes behind you. Reach forward, perfect catch you. Reach back and change. Very, very beautiful, everybody in the space. Dot, rock star. Breathe. Take a great big step on your left foot. Point your right toe. Inhale, breathing. And then go, bring your upper body down, arms up, body down, leg up. Keep on pointing the toes behind you, body down, arms up, and body down, leg up. Keep on reaching forward, point the toes behind you, body down, arms up, body down, leg up, stretch forward, stretch back. Please change. The arms float down and take stock of yourself for a moment. Observe yourself. You know that being made of light, that's you. Have a look at you for a moment. Because you know you forgot you were there. Isn't the matrix amazing? Can trick us into forgetting the divine energy that we are. Second set. Inhale your arms above your head. Fascinated with the matrix, you know, really cool. Take a great big step on your right foot, point your left toe. Inhale, breathe, and go, bring your upper body down. And the reason I'm fascinated with, because of the paradox, if the matrix wasn't there to keep us in the deep sleep, there would be nothing to awaken from. Body down, arms up. Body down, leg up. Very good, Barbie. Keep on activating your left foot, right foot, point the toes behind. It's looking better, Aileen. Now get the body down. And Aileen, do you know if just open your armpits, Aileen? Open your armpits, open your armpits, open your armpits, Jane. Yes, that little micro stretch was perfect. Very good, Season. Breathe. Now take a great big step on your left foot, point your right toe. Inhale, breathing. And bring your upper body down, arms up. And body down, leg up. And point the toes behind you. And keep on stretching forward. Body down, leg up, point the toes. Drop the heel, Amber. It's way, way, way high. It's way high at the moment. Yeah, feel that. And you got it perfect now. Stretch forward. Lovely, Barbie. Arms up a little bit more, Barbie. Chin away the chest. Got it. Change. And let your arms float down. Take a breath, guys. And let go and breathe. Okay. Let's do Dandiyamana and go back to Pada Paschimottanasana. So please inhale your arms above your head. Take a great big 4.5 and step to the right. Arms down parallel. Toes in, unless you have sciatica. Heels out, arms back, chin up, sucking your tummy, and you go down. If you have sciatica, the feet stay straight. Slide your hand on the back of your legs if it's available to you, and grab your feet. You never, ever, ever let your head touch the ground. Because once your head touches the ground, then your back can no longer open because you blocked it. So if your head does touch the ground, get the chin away from the chest and try to bite the towel. And if you're getting really good, you're biting the towel and you actually bite the towel and you touch the towel. Then you start to edge the heels and feet in a little bit closer, just to give yourself somewhere to go. Pull on the heels, bend your elbows, lift your hips up into the air, get the weight in the toes, contract your thigh muscles, inhale, and now exhale as you push your knees back into the hamstring back. Inhale, weight in the toes, exhale, lift your hips up into the air and push the hamstrings back. 3, 2, and down. Inhale as you come up. It's your first break, really, guys, since you got into class. It's your first break where the heart completely rests. You rest the heart, obviously, we do in the beginning, but that's a lot about the spine as well. Right now, it's to saturate your brain and release the heart from the 3 cardio. Inhale your arms above your head. And great big 4.5 and step to the right. Arms down parallel immediately. Toes in, heels out. Arms back, chin up. Suckle your tummy, swan dive down, guys. Lengthen, that's it, Ma. Very dramatic, Ma. And your Lily with you. And then slide your, very Hollywood. Then slide your hand at the back of your legs and grab your feet and get the weight in the toes and lift your hips up into the air and you breathe. I lived in LA, you know, like, I don't know, maybe 40 years ago. And at those times I could go and actually sit, you know, that Hollywood thing that they got, there's Hollywood, you could sit on it in those days. And grab your feet, it's fabulous, Katia. Get the weight of the toes, contract your thigh muscles. Los Angeles look very, very different then, guys. Lift your hips into the air, drop your shoulders away from the ears and you breathe and contract your thigh muscles. They're nothing alike anymore, actually. And bend your elbows a little bit more and drop the shoulders away from your ears and keep on pulling. Get the weight forward into the toes, guys. And when I say a leaning Tower of Pisa, don't just say to people like a leaning Tower of Pisa. You've got to explain to them why you see it that way. And that is because you get the weight in the toes, your thigh muscles are contracted, you lift your hips up into the air. And when you get the weight in the toes, the only way you can do that is by leaning forward. And it's in that leaning forward that you can look just like that leaning Tower of Pisa. Yes, Mar, one more breath and change. Inhale as you come up and feet together and arms down and take a breath and let go of every single thing you've got. And you breathe. And you breathe. There's your Trikonasana. Inhale your arms over your head. Take a great big 4.5 step to the right, arms down parallel immediately. Push your hips forward, arms back. Turn on the right heel. Turn the toe a 1/2 inch more, back foot turns inward, inhale, breathe in. And sit down, sit down, sit down. And suck in your tummy. And boom, move your arms. Once your elbow touches the knee, you stop there and push the knee back with the help of the elbow. And turn your chin. Look up towards your left hand. Now, anybody's doing recording, if you want to get a message to me to have a class with a teacher, a new teacher, then go on Ancient Yoga Journey, you know, on Instagram. And let my daughter runs that one and she let me know. Stretch your arms in opposite directions. Thank God for boys, you guys, you've no idea. Stretch your arms in opposite directions, your chin is tucked in your shoulder, roll your eyes up towards your left thumb, straighten out your left leg, round your left baby toes into the floor. Keep on pushing the right knee back with the help of the elbow. Instruct your students if they're really leaning, so their bellies, so their side of their body's coming down to their right thigh, then you instruct them to put their elbow on the knee so that they can lift the body up. It's lovely. Now turn your chin, touch in the shoulder. Aileen, sit down into the hip. It's rising up again, baby. It's rising up. So the legs are a little bit too wide right now. Reach up, reach down and change. Yeah, babe. It goes out of sync if you don't practice. You'll go back to the old way until your muscles know it completely. Hips forward, arms back, always first. Then turn the left heel, turn to a 1/2 inch more, back foot turns in. Inhale, breathing, sit down, sit down, sit down. Suck in your tummy and then swizzle your arms. Once the elbow gets in front of the knee, stop there. Push the knee back with the help of the elbow. Look up towards your right hand. And remember, you want a straight right hand, a really straight right leg. You dig your right baby toes into the floor. Look up towards your right thumb. Turn your chin, touched into the right shoulder. So only your eyes are rolling up. Your chin is, the back of the neck's quite long. Round the outside of your right toes down into the ground. Push your left knee back with the help of the elbow. Barbie, it's very, very good. Now just get your chin down slightly, Barbie, and roll your eyes up towards your right thumb. Use your eyes and that will eventually move the neck, reach up and down and change. And when you're in the heat, Barbie, work on that and the neck a lot. Hips forward, arms back. Feet together, arms down. Take a breath, let go and breathe. Your screen is very slow, Barbie. It's fusing a lot. Feet together, arms down. Take a breath, let go and breathe. Second set. Inhale your arms above your head. Great big 4.5 step to right, arms down parallel immediately. Hips forward, arms back. Turn the right heel. Turn to a 1/2 inch more, back foot turns in. Inhale, breathing, sit down, sit down, sit down. And suck in your tummy, move your arms. I have a library of photographic memories of all the people that I have taught. And I began to work stuff out. So one of the things I worked out, guys, was that when the waist thickens, that's a big sign of the aging process taking over. When people's fingers and shoes don't fit, fingers don't fit the rings, that's a huge sign of the aging process taking over. And one of the subtle signs of working towards the elderly phase is when your chin no longer touches your shoulder and you can't get the profile of the face visible. It can be worked on, but what you will find is perhaps we don't really want to and we'll leave it in a certain position. That is also part of the aging process which you address. Roll your eyes up, look up toward your right thumb, really stretch your arms in opposite directions like a natural human tug of war and reach up. And if you're trying to touch this in, remember, get the back of your neck long and get the chin down, and then you work in the swivel of your neck. So you're not just trying to work the neck muscle, you're actually trying to work your skull around, which is what you're working as you reach up, reach down and change, inhale as you come up. Hips forward again, arms back, turn on the other heel, turn the jaw a half inch more, back foot turns in, inhale, sit down, suck your tummy, swizzle your arms. And once your elbow gets in front of you, stop there. Right leg straighter, Aileen, right leg straighter, there's a bend in the knee, yeah. And sucking your tummy, just move your arms. It might be the relationship to your hip joint, your hip bone, and the hip flexor and the back of the knee. I think that's what's working as I can see it. Now sip into the hip. You see, do you feel, Aileen, how high your hip is? Yeah, so sit down into it. Put your elbow on your knee and then you know you're down. And it's the staying down there, yeah. Big used to say bounce, bounce, bounce like a motorcycle ride to keep yourself down there. And I look up to gorgeous Katia. It's very exquisite posture, baby. Stretch your arms in opposite directions like a natural human tug of war. Turn your chin, touch it into the shoulder. Flow fly the face through the side view. And you keep on stretching and reaching. Push the left knee back there with the elbow. Straighten out your right leg. Get your right baby toe into the floor. Knees chain. And feet together, arms down. And take a breath, let go. You breathe. When the chin completely touches the shoulder, that means the whole spine has been in a spine twist from your tailbone all the way through the middle spine into the neck. It's incredible. Okay. Inhale your arms above your head. Hands in prayer. Cross your thumbs. Take a 3-foot step to the right. Lift your toes and spin on both of your heels at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chin down, suck on your tummy and round over. And that's why it's very, very good to have an old teacher, because they've seen a lot. They've seen how their bodies perhaps don't have what they see in another body that's of the same age. And get your right hip up and back, left it down and forward. And Mark, you know, Mark, you know, all know Mark Levinson. He actually had a photograph of, he was with like 3 friends. And it wasn't the fact that he was fitter than his 3 friends. It was the fact of his energy field, the light, the vibrancy that was coming out of him that wasn't in his 3 friends, which he'd known from childhood. Right hip up and back, left hip down and forward, push the forward into your knee, sucking your tummy. Inhale, breathing, and round up. Lift your toes and spin to the screen. Lift your toes and spin again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chin down, sucking your tummy, round over, and get you forward in your knee. I met Mark when I broke my knee, you know, when I slipped in Whole Foods, didn't win, but slipped in Whole Foods, cracked it all up. And that's when I met Mark. And also Dr. Raj. Both of them came to my class. One was my lawyer and the other one came as my doctor. And both of them, I could see their bodies were in acute distress. I could see that the way they were doing the practice. And I prayed for them to come back. Left hip up and back, right hip down and forward, sucking your tummy around your spine, inhale, breathing, and then unfurl. Because I could see the bodies and the way they're puffing and blowing and that they had a lot to clear. And I prayed that they came back. They arms float down. That's all you can do, you know, because you can't make somebody come back to this. No, breathe. Second set. Inhale your arms above your head, hands in prayer, cross your thumbs, 3 foot steps to the right. Lift your toes, spin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chin down, suck your tummy and round over and get you forward in your knee. Because I understood a lot about the bloodstream. Because obviously my husband died of a massive heart attack. So I started to go through pictures in my mind. We only did the yoga for a year. But I started to go pictures in my mind and I started to understand how his body was going. And then I got the whole picture. Get your right hip up and back, get your left hip down and forward, sucking your tummy around your spine. I saw both of those symptoms in Mark and I saw them in Dr. Raj. Inhale, breathing, round up. Those symptoms I can talk about. I'm not a doctor. And a doctor could easily told both of them not to come to class. Lift your toes, spin to the screen, lift your toes, spin again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chin down, suck your tummy and round over and get your third eye on your knee. And once your third eye goes on your knee, suck your tummy around your spine. So Mark came back to class and you see that Mark flourishes in his postures. And you breathe, left hip up and back, right hip down and forward. But everybody has their fate. Everybody has their fate, you know. It's not to do really with anything at the end of the day. Left hip up and back, right hip down and forward, sucking your tummy around your spine, get your chin into your throat, keep on rounding. Inhale, breathing, and round up. And Dr. Raj, boom, he was taken out. He just died. massive stroke, boom, once, just like my husband, same thing. He had a heart attack, they had a stroke, boom. Arms float down, take a breath, let go, and you breathe. These postures, this posture you take and you're going to teach is magical. Straighten out your right leg, left leg, pick up your right foot. Allow your knee to go down and back, and lengthen your spine. And Ma, I'm going to ask Henry. Remember, Henry was the one who his doctors told him he couldn't come to class anymore because they were going to do something, some operation on him. And of course, he didn't come to class. And of course, he lost his balance, fell over, cracked a major bone in his body. And I'm going to connect with Wayne, who brought him, to see if he's in any state that he can do a class with you, my Ma. As you hold and change. Straighten out your right leg and pick up the left. And let your knee go down and back. And bring your thumb level your heart in namaskar. Because Ma, your smarts was to you got all of the, not corrections, but the things that help injured people from the God line, from the lineage. I've never seen them from the lineage before, you know. Breathe. And change. Okay, guys, straighten out. Your left leg again. Pick up the right foot. Foot can slip anywhere you want to on your thigh. And bend over and get your hands out ready to catch yourself on the ground. Excellent. Once you throw the weight into your hands, because I can do toe stand, because all the weight's in the hands, and then you can ease the knee. And you know, it's almost in the same way where you eased your hip when you started to do triangle. You started to realize, hey, if I turn the hip down and went for the R and not for the ouch, that you saw that the inflammation went. Breathe. Same here. And change. Kick the leg off at the end. You never force your way back. If it was a little, if the heel's not in your hip, then you don't necessarily, you know, force your way back with the foot on the leg. Okay, other side, let's do that. And I'm over the moon, guys. I've got so much help now. Other side. Pick up your left foot. I've got help now. My voice wasn't going to last. It will now. And breathe. Such a gift for me. Thank you, Aileen. And lengthen. I have not done a class on a Wednesday, for me, since the beginning of quarantine. Thank you, darling. Left hand thumb over your heart, right hand thumb over your heart. You hold, you breathe right there. And change. Gorgeous. Shahida, very beautiful baby. Okay, guys, let your arms float down by your side. We're going to turn around and lay down. And let go. Nice time to thank yourself for your class when you lay down on the mat. And you know, if you thank yourself and you give yourself little gifts that your body comes to look for, let's say. My little gift to me is when I zip my yoga dome open and I step in and zip it closed and I clap. And I go, you make that, you make that, you make that, you make that. So I give myself a little clap, little dance and breathe. And let go. And Seski's a baby, she'll have any excuse to dance. And melt into the ground and you breathe. So you know, this self-observation, this observing yourself, the self-remembering is also called divided attention. So you have attention right now. And your attention's, you know, the awareness of my voice and looking out if your eyes are open. Usually they teach the Vipassana with your eyes open. And your attention is on what you're looking at. All of your attention goes to the outside world. Absolutely nothing do you keep back to put attention on your physical body and this incredible energy that you are on the planet. Zero attention for that incredible being. All your attention going out of your eyes forward from the empty into the void, really. Divided attention is the tools, one of the tools as mystics that we use to work on self-remembering, the remembering that we are there. Now, one of the things that I found very much reminds me, because you've got to be reminded time after time, and it takes a certain energy to hold your attention divided, some on the outside world and some on you. It takes divided attention, it's hard to hold it. What I found is irritation. I must get irritated a lot for me to find it so useful. And I don't say that with judgment on myself. It is just a simple observation that that seems to be the most reoccurring theme that I can work on. And actually working on my personal irritation, and it's usually with the most mundane, mediocre, boring, bum stuff. You know, I'll go to that coffee. I tried a new coffee, it's not strong enough. Let me look at this irritation coming up for that. But when irritation comes up, find what gets you. Find what comes up again and again. Because of the paradox, the irritation that I've found keeps me in sleep a lot. And the irritation makes accounts. It accounts. So the irritation that keeps me asleep a lot is actually the tool I'm using to wake my butt up. Because I'll go, what? You're irritated again about another random nothing. And it's all to me, because you know I live alone. Irritated again over random nothing. Okay, and then the side of me that's irritated over random nothing becomes more irritated, because I've now pointed out the irritation and it knows I'm trying to make it give it up, and it doesn't want to give up the irritation. It likes to be irritated. It needs to be irritated. It wants to be irritated. But you know that need, that want, that feeling? That is what the matrix wants. That is a need of the matrix, not you. You want to sense your own being. Let's be honest about that. You can't, because the matrix is throwing certain irritations, different things at you to distract you from your goal of waking up. And the matrix knows you intimately, like white on rice. You cannot separate the two, the matrix from you. And so you have to dive into that irritation, dig in there and pull them out. Because my suspicion is that if I dominate in a certain way, it's kind of, we all do, mankind. Because we're not different in one way. One way we're totally unique, another we're mankind, we're mechanical. And our mechanicalness is the same. That's why the matrix works in our thought pattern. Because the matrix knows, give you a thought, that thought will give you a feeling, those feelings turn into words, those words turn into the actions into the outside world, and those actions turn into your life. And they're not even your thoughts, you know, oh, they're yours, but they're not you. And they're mean and they're moody and they're, you know, all of that. And so that's what I put up the fight with. Because the feeling of, you know, wanting to revel in the irritation. Some people revel in depression. Some people revel in sadness. Some people revel, whatever it is that you're reveling in. And you've got to give it up. It'll give a fight. But understand, just watch it. Just be aware of it. Because this is the paradox. When you refuse to sit in the irritation, that's where you get the energy to wake up from. I mean, it's magical. The whole thing, the way it works, is absolutely magical. As you find yourself in the room, as you find yourself in this world. That's what Mr. Gurdjieff taught me to go after. That's what mysticism is about. Your self-realization that you're in this world, your self-awakening to the truth that you are born in sleep. And if you say to anybody that you were born in sleep, They think you're mad. They're sure they're awake. An Uber driver was asking me, what do you get from yoga? What's the point of you doing yoga? And I said, to wake up. And he was like, to wake up? Right? He thought I was talking to a fool. Breathe. Perhaps he is. Perhaps he was. When you're ready, pick up your right leg and interlock your fingers under your thumb. And pull the knee away from the ribcage and in towards your armpit. And I couldn't find any other words to explain to him to why I did my yoga. There were no others. In a nutshell, the core of it is to wake up. I'm done sleeping. Get the back of your neck long, chin is down, pull, hold, breathe, freeze, right there. And change. And then pick up the other leg and interlock your fingers in your thumb. As you know, or maybe you don't know, but I'm planning to move. It will be my third move since Ancient Yoga Journey was created just over 2.5 years ago. It's my third move. Elaine said to her, why'd you move? I said, well, I don't know. The back of your neck long, but I do. Every year, it's 13, 14 months, I'm on the way again. Have been the whole time I've lived in LA. Whole time I've lived my life really from 20, pull, hold, breathe, freeze, and change. Except when I was growing up the kids in Ibiza, I stayed in one place for school. Now pick up both of your legs, swing your arms around them, grab your elbows. And get the back of your neck long, the chin is down, and you pull and you hold. But what I realized, Aileen, is one of the reasons why I move is because it wakes me up a little bit. You know, you're in a different place. You're on a different sense of like, oh, and ah. That's I realize why I move. And get the back of your neck long and you pull. Thank you for asking that question. It's been asked a million times. I had no idea. Pull, hold, breathe, freeze, right there. And change. And let go. I just know the irresistible urge to do it. I think it's the gypsy in my soul as well, and breathe and let go. And some people will find awakeness in staying in one place. Second set, pick up your egg. Interlock your fingers in your thumb, get the back of your neck long, the chin is down, looking down the center line of your body, and you breathe. There were two twins, you know, one of the twins was highly successful. And the other one was a total alcoholic, couldn't do anything with him. And the total alcoholic, they asked him, why do you think you were total alcoholic? What do you think happened? He said, oh, it's my dad, he was an alcoholic. And of course, they asked the very, very successful twin, why do you think you're so successful? And the twins, he said, oh, it's because my dad was an alcoholic. Pull, hold, breathe, freeze, right there. And change. And pick up the other leg. And then stock your fingers. You tell me, this is Amor Fati. Love your fate. Make sure your right calf muscle goes on the ground, Aileen, by flexing it for a second. Flex your foot for a second. And then release the foot. Now release the foot, Aileen. Yeah. Now it stays there. Perfect, babe. And the back of the neck is long. Pull. It's very beautifully relaxed. Barbie, hold right there. And change. And let your legs go to the floor. And you breathe. Now pick up both of your legs and swing your arms around them and grab your elbows. And get the back of your neck long and the chin is down. And you hold. My brother and my sister and I were completely different trains, on different trains. I'm on my train because the parents I had. They're on their train because the parents they had. Keep on pulling. Hold, breathe, freeze, right there. And change. And let go. And you breathe. Okay, guys, we're going to do a sit-up. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, breathing, please sit up. Would you exhale, exhale. And now, please spin around and lay on your tummies. Hands, palms underneath your shoulders. Always tip of the fingers, you want them level the top of your shoulders, zip your legs up. Tighten your bum really hard. Put your feet down hard into the ground. Inhale, breathing. And peel your upper body up. The fingertips are too far forward, Barbie. Get them back a little bit more. Get them back a little bit more. If you round your shoulders down, you'll see they'll not touch the tips of your fingers. And lift up and look up and go up. And drop your shoulders away from the ears as you open your throat. Lovely season, fabulous throat, baby. And then come down. Look to the left. Excuse me, look to the right. Left ear on the ground. And breathe. Amor Fati, love your fate. That's stoicism. It comes from the same line as memento mori. Remember, memento, remember your death, mori. Breathe. Chin forward, second set, hands, palms down the ground. Now round your shoulders down to the ground and touch the tip of your fingers, Barbie. Round them ground, and you'll see they're not further back enough. Now get your fingertips back further, Barbie. Barbie, move the fingertips back. More, Barbie, more than back. More, Barbie. More, Barbie. More, Barbie. Now zip your legs up. Inhale, breathing, and peel your upper body up. Put your feet down hard into the floor to maintain this, Barbie. And you look up. And you lift up, because they'll have a tendency to go forward. And what they're doing, they're restricting your breastplate from opening. And then the throat, and in turn the chin. As you drop your head back, drop your shoulder away from this. Fabulous, Katia. And you look up, lift up. Beautiful, Ma, my lily. Come down. Look the other side. Breathe. Let go. We work through every muscle group in your body. We realign all the bones, the skeletal system within the muscular system. And then all the organs and all the glands and everything that's stored inside the body starts to react to this blueprint. Chin forward. Turn your hands, palm down the ground. Get your elbows underneath your bodies. Baby fingers touching side by side. Forget about your left leg. Lengthen out your right leg. Inhale, breathe in. Hold your right leg up and point the toe. And turn your right hip down to your forearm. One of the things you begin to learn as your body changes, it like baffles you why every single human being isn't doing this on the planet. And it baffles you how you will say to somebody, oh my God, you've got to do this, try this. And they look at you like, well, you know, that glazed over look. Hold it and change. I call it the fluoride glare. Now forget your right leg, lengthen out your left leg, you know, breathe and go, lift your left leg up and point the toe. I never drink the tap water, you know. Turn the left leg down to your forearm, hold the leg so long, hold the leg's got fluoride in it. And get the chin long, hold, breathe, freeze right there. Change. I knew that from England. They were dosing that water up for a long time. Face down, kiss the towel. Walk your fingers down towards your knees, zip up your legs, inhale, breathe, and go. Lift both legs up the floor into the air. Push your face down. Push your shoulders down. And lift your legs up and go up, lift up. Push the weight in your shoulders, straighten your elbows, and lift up, go up, breathe up. One more lift, and then come down. And breathe. Look to the right, let go, and breathe. The reason I took fluoride out of my children's diet in any way, whether it's in the water or on the toothpaste, but it's because I lived in England when they were little, very tiny. It's because the government told me to do it. The government forced it in the water. So I knew, well, I'm not having that. Chin forward. They didn't in Ibiza, it's different. Turn your hands, palm down the ground, get your elbows underneath your body, and baby fingers are touching side by side. Forget about your left leg, lengthen out your right leg, inhale, breathe, and go with your right leg up and point the toe. And turn the right hip down to your forearm. Because I was a homeopath, you know. Homeopathic medicine is very, very different to allopathic medicine. Allopathic, the normal doctors are allopathic doctors. Hold it right there and change. And now you forget that right leg, lengthen your left leg on, inhale and go, lift your left leg up and point the toe. Homeopathic doctors deal with the body in a very natural way. They are about, if you find them, you're not going to get them on your PPP insurance, though. You never do. If it's going to really help you, they're not going to insure you for that stuff here anyway. Hold it and change. And now face down, kiss the towel. Walk your fingers down towards your knees. Spread your fingers, grip the towel, zip your legs up. Inhale, breathing. And then go. Lift both legs off the floor. Very, very good, Aileen. Push the weight in your shoulders. And this is what's working your upper body, Aileen. As you gorgeous Amber, as you lift the legs up with Katia and Mara and Lily, as you go up, lift up. Yes, stop. One more lift. Come down. Beautiful, Shahida. Beautiful season. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let go. Come out. And breathe and breathe and breathe. Okay. Chin forward. Arms out to the side. Toes and heels together. Zip your legs up. Now, inhale, breathe in and go. Lift anything up the floor into the air. Arms up level, very, very good. Katia, it's so stunning to look at the way you are, Katia. You look up and you lift up, arms up. Yes, season. Keep lifting your fingertips up, season. Gorgeous, stop. Lift up your fingertips up a little bit more. You've got it. Lily, lift up the fingertips, lift them up, Billy, a little bit higher. One more lift. Come down. Very stunning. Aileen and Amber, very beautiful from the side. You look like gorgeous bluebird. And breathe. And let go. Great awakening, guys. The Great Awakening is when the light is shone in the dark. So all the skullduggery starts to come to the surface. There's quite a bit of skullduggery coming right now. There's going to be more. This is a Great Awakening. And you are beings made of light. This is your vibe. Chin forward. Arms out to the side, toes and heels together. This is why you were here on the planet at this time. This is why that mostly on the screen are now yoga teachers. Inhale, breathing, and go. Lift up and kick up and go up and more up. Very, very good. Shahida, go up, lift up, and keep on kicking up and go up more up. And make sure that you get an appointment, you know, with Olga, Shahida, and you go up more up. Yes, Ma, yes, Lily, and you go up, lift up. That's fabulous, Barbie, and go up. And you to everybody, get it with Olga and lift up, go up, breathe up. One more fabulous lift and come down. And let go. And breathe. And she's so sweet, Olga, you know, she'll teach you in a beautiful way. It's one thing broke the pattern of the mean teachers that you get more in the big one world. They can be quite mean sometimes. Oh, a lot of the time. Breathe, let go. Chin forward. Bend your legs behind you, reach around and grab your feet below the toes. Doesn't have to turn you mean though, didn't turn me mean. Start with your knees together to touch. It was a conscious effort not to say mean things to people, like I heard. Inhale, breathing. And kick your legs up and back. Roll, kick your legs up and back. Fabulous, Shahida. And keep on kicking a little bit more. Roll onto your tummy and you kick up and you look up. Keep on kicking a little bit more. And you kick your arms out to the shoulder. That's it, Season. Now, Season, don't rock. Roll onto your belly more and think of your knees going up, Season. Ma, bring your knees slightly together, just a little bit more, a little bit more. Yes, Ma. And change. And as soon as you brought your knees slightly together, Ma, you actually went up higher. Teardrop from the side. Let go, breathe. Let go, breathe. Chin forward. Bend your legs behind you, reach around and grab your feet below the toes. Start with your knees together to touch. Inhale, breathing, and kick your leg back. And what you're going to do, Ma, when you're doing one of your classes, maybe with Anne or whoever you're doing it with, you're going to feel, you know, to put it so we put it on Instagram and I can let people know that that's what you're doing. And you kick up and you kick up and you kick up and you look up and you drop your head back and you kick up a little bit more and you keep on kicking. Very beautiful teardrop, Amber. Very beautiful teardrop, Barbie. Roll forward, kick one more kick and come down. Yes, Aileen. And I don't think that you would ever describe yourself as a teardrop from the side. And today you were. And come up, push yourselves up. Let's do Supta Adjusting, a fixed firm posture, the heel of your knees. Open your toes, open your feet, get your butt on the ground in between. And then you're going to go back easy. It's so funny, guys, you know, out of the people in LA who took the training, both of them could get jobs at Hot 8. Neither of them are gonna. Neither of them are gonna. They're like, nah, not this week. Open your knees and open your feet. Hold your elbows off the top of your head. And you breathe. One of the things that I loved about working in this way, in the fifth dimension, there's no element of fear. You're not even wondering, oh, if this had that, have they got this on, should they have that on, or have they got this, or am I that, or are they, none of that. If your knees feel uncomfortable, open them as wide as you want to. If you feel the knees feel great, then bring them together. Okay, guys, put your hands on the top of your feet and come up easy. And then turn around and lay down 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 in your flat line. And please let go. Please let go. Just got a little text from Olga. I'm in. She's delighted. Because when you start to teach yourself, the hardest thing for you to get is your own class. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around, open your toes, open your feet, get your butt on the ground in between. It was easy at headquarters to get class because you taught and there was always a class. Every hour, every hour and a half, there's another class, you know, every 2 hours, I mean. Another class, you could always catch one. But when that all broke up and it went into different yoga studios and they were now teaching, I don't know, hot power mess. Open your toes, open your feet. I don't even know if it's a hot 8 made up thing, but hot power fusion, they fuse power with hot. like mess. Hold your elbows on the top of your head. Breathe. Such a lift in your chest, Shahid. I so wanted to show that when we were in posture clinic, but you weren't there that time. I was so wanting them to see that. Hold your elbows over the top of your head. Bring your knees together. But when you take their class, they'll see it. Okay, guys, hand on the top of the feet and come up easy and turn around and lay down. And please let go. And breathe. Any opportunity you get to teach class, take it. Anybody says, oh, I can't teach, grab it. If you can do it, you got to just go for it. Great thing with Zoom, you know, it's not hours to get there, park the car, drive, traffic, you know, rush hour, like I've got to try and get to hot 8 and rush hour. None of that. None of that. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up, exhale, exhale, spin around, come to the back of your mat. Knees touch, heels touch. Inhale your arms above your head, hands in prayer, cross your thumbs, suck your tummy, and come down with a straight back and lengthen forward. Lift your wrists up off the floor, straighten out your elbows. Eyes are open, breath is normal, squeeze your knees together and suck in your tummy. And the chin is away from the chest. Melt your bottom over your heels, shoulder blades, scapula coming out of your body. Suck in your tummy again. It's very, very good. Lengthen of your tummy. When you lengthen your tummy here, we get a very different tummy than they get in fitness or bodybuilders. Inhale, breathing, come up. We get a very intelligent tummy. It's that tummy with the two lines down the side of the navel. You know what I mean? The tummy, then there's a muscle, navel, muscle, and then those lines, and then the waist. That's what we get. And that's what, you know, 18-year-olds have got. And the six pack works into there. Arms over your head. And flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around again. Come to the front of your back of your mat. Sit on your knees, sit on your heels. Inhale your arms over your head. Hands in prayer. Cross your thumbs, up your tummy. Come down the straight spine. Chin away from the chair, chin away from the chair, chin away from the chair. Try to get you forward to touch a second before your arms. Yes, Lily. Not the bottom of your heels. And many of you may do that, but I just happened to be looking at Lily at that time. One of the things in mysticism you learn to do is not to take things personally. You got to understand that whatever happens, don't take it personally. It's the mood of that person that was in. If they've done something to you, it's their mood. Nothing to do with you. Lengthen forward, squeeze your knees together, get the chin away from the chest, suck in your tummy, inhale, breathing, come up the straight spine. That's why when I tell you when you've left the class, especially if you teach live, if somebody was moody on you, which happens, because our yoga brings up stuff in people to be healed. And they usually like to pour that all over you as a teacher. And they should know you're bulletproof. Ricochet. Breathe. I love that song. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Okay, guys, come and stand on your knees at the front of your mat. Open your knees wide, 6 inches. Open your heels as well, same. Put your hands on the top of your bottom, your lower back. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up. And drop your head back. And roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. Just one thing I want to say, guys, that if you are going to hold a class online, I want you to interact with Aileen because she knows how to do it. Me, I'll give you information and it will mess you up because of my understanding of everything, guaranteed. Hips, tummy, thighs forward. Aileen's very, very methodical. Roll forward, roll forward. Hips and tummy, thighs, fabulous posture, Shahida. As you roll forward, lovely, Amber. And you keep on tightening your bum a little bit more. Push your hips over your knees. Lift your chest up even more. Allowing your throat to open. Roll back. Hips, tummy, thighs. Yes, Aileen. Yes, Barbie. Roll forward with my cat here. Now put your hands back to your hips slowly. Or in prayer. And then come up and turn around and lay down 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And you let go and you breathe. I only learned that the mouse is different on the left and right, like a month ago. I didn't know why I pressed the mouse and sometimes all this information came up and other times it muted. I had no idea. Breathe. So keep that in mind. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up, exhale, exhale, and spin around. Let's do a second set. Come and stand on your knees. Open your knees wide. Heel stay at 6. And the top of your bottom, hip, tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up and drop your head back. And now in the posture, roll forward. And just roll forward. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up. And you roll forward. I've been 22 years, 23 nearly in the room. There's no computers in there. Roll forward, roll forward. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Very good, Barbie. That's it, man. Push the hips. Push your hip flexors, Barbie. Yes. And they spring your upper body to opening, Barbie. You too, Aileen. Push them more with Amber. Push them more. Yes, Lily. Roll forward. Gorgeous, Doc. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up. And you roll forward a little bit more. Keep on pushing. The second set, you can do it longer. Hips, tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up. Now roll forward a little bit more. Roll forward a little bit more. Now very gently put your hands back to your hips. One at a time or hands in prayer. Yes, Mom. And turn around and lay down and let go. And breathe. Are you a God? They asked. The answer is no. Are you a saint? Are you an angel? Answer is still no. What are you then? And the High Lord Buddha answered, I am awake. This is our direction. Buddha consciousness, the consciousness of a human being awakening to the fact that he's present on this planet. Because if you don't remember yourself, you have not awakened to the fact you're present on the planet. Every moment you spend in sleep, you're far away. The same way when you're asleep in bed, you're not present to the fact that you're actually in a real bed and you are a real being. When you're asleep, you've got no idea of that. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up, exhale, exhale. It's because you're not awake. When you awaken, the huge difference is like when you're asleep to your waking state. From your waking state to Buddha consciousness is the same leap. Now spin around, sit your knees and heels, grab the heels from behind, chin down into your toes, suck your tummy, roll over. And get you forward on your knees as you roll over. And lift your hips into the air as you roll over. And shuffle your knees forward as you roll over. And if you've been coming a while, you'll see how the teaching starts to change and grow when we go into different areas and we do this and we play with that. And now it's all about the remembering of your own being. Remember yourself now as you roll over. Remember the position, how it feels as you roll over. Remember the feeling, how your foot is your forehead touching your knees. Now remember the feeling if it isn't, what was the discussion, whether it's not. And then did you do anything? And just observe yourself as you roll forward, one more breath. And then just like that, it's done, and turn around and lay down and let go and breathe. And breathe. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. Spin around. Okay, guys. Sit your knees and heels, reach around, grab your heels from behind, chin down into your throat, suck your tummy, please roll over, get your forward on your knee as you roll over. Then lift your hips up into the air as you roll over. Shuffle your knees forward towards your forehead as you roll over. Shoulders away from your ears as you roll over. Shuffle your knees forward again as you roll over. Lift your hips up, roll over, roll over, roll over. One more breath. And turn around and lay down. Let go. Okay, guys, last two stretches and a twist. So arms over your head and flex your toes back hard. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Please will you get your right leg out in the right hand corner of your space. Get your left leg into your groin. Then inhale up and turn and face the outstretched leg. And round over, get a grip of the foot. Instantly tug your toes towards your face. Stretch the Achilles tendon. Touch your forehead to your knee. Doesn't matter if you bend the knee. If you bend the knee, slide your heel away, try to get your leg straight. If your leg is straight, bend your elbows down to the ground and then lift your heel up off the floor at the end and change other side. Your bamboo look fabulous, Barbie. Left leg out and right leg in, and inhale up and turn and face the outstretched leg, round over, get a grip. Tug your toes towards your face. Drop your right shoulder down a little bit. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Keep on rounding, get your forward into your knees. Think your toes back towards your face, stop. Think your toes back. Stretch the leg. Now lift your heel up off the floor. It's available to you. Lovely Ma, lovely Lily. Change. Both you beautiful girls. Feet together, lay down. Inhale, breathing, please sit up, exhale, exhale. Grab your big toe, your first and second finger, and do the walk back business on your bum. Walk back, walk back, walk back. And drop your shoulders away from your ears as you walk back. And sucking your tummy, hinge forward. And guys, if some of you, it's completely impossible for you to make an appointment with Olga on a Tuesday. If you interact with her, she'll definitely take your class on a Thursday. Pull your tummy towards your thighs. Push the back of the knees down, Aileen. Think your toes back. Now bend your elbows, pull. Lay your belly on your thighs. Lay your chest and knees. Lovely, Katia. Get your forward and the shins below the knees, Katia. Open your elbows. And Lily, get your bed down. Get your head down now, Lily. Bite your hand. Yeah, forehead on your shins. That's it, Lily. Change. Beautiful season. Turn around, lay down. Arms over your head and toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Right leg out, left leg in. Inhale, up, turn, face that leg round over, get a grip of it, pull your toes back. Kick your heel away. Forward on your knee. Elbows into the ground. If your leg is straight, lift heel up off the floor at the end. Change. Left leg out. Right leg in, inhale, up, turn, face the outstretched leg round over, get a grip. Toes toward your face. Forehead on your knee. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Take your elbows into the ground. And then if your leg is straight, lift your heel up off the floor at the end. Change. Feet together, you lay down. The minute your shoulders hit the ground, you sit up, exhale, exhale. Grab your big toe, your first and second finger, and do the walk back business on your bum. Spine straight. Walk back, walk back. Shoulders away from your ears, suck your tummy. Tummy to your thighs. Test to the knees. Voice just lasted, guys. Now get your forward on the shin below the knees. Dig your elbows into the ground so you can get your forward on your knees. Change. And turn around, lay down, let go. I can't believe how perfect the timing is as my voice is cracking and able to do what it could do before, have as many classes before. I've got incredible teachers coming through. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up, exhale, exhale, spin around. Bend your right leg underneath you, do not sit on your right heel. Left leg underneath you, do not sit on your left heel. Pick up your right foot, cross it over the corner, your left knee joint, lift up your right arm over the knee, push the knee out of the way, grab the lower knee, lengthen your spine. And begin to twist, sucking your tummy. And begin to twist, eyes are open, breath is normal. And you keep on twisting a little bit more, guys. Drop shoulders away from your ears. Twist middle spine, twist upper spine, total spine, twisting, change. Bend your right leg underneath you, don't sit on your right heel. Pick up your left leg, cross it over the corner, right knee joint, lift up your right arm over the knee. Pushing out the way, grab the knee that's on the ground, lengthen the spine. Now guys, begin to twist. Suck your tummy, begin to twist. Shoulders away from your ears, begin to twist. Last few seconds, guys, push the knees back. And you keep on twisting, middle, lower, middle, upper, chin. Look round, one more twist. And you're done. Lay down, let go, breathe. All we have left is a Kapalabhati breathing to do, guys. Last time today, arms over your head, flex your toes back, inhale, sit up, exhale, exhale. Spin around, sit your knees and heels. Knees touch, heels touch, spine straight. Inhale, breathing. And let's go for it. Snap your tongue is in, blow. Your tongue is in. Your spine is straight. And you keep on blowing. You keep on blowing. Your tongue is in. Your spine is straight. You keep on blowing. For a couple of times, guys. Inhale, breathing. Side arc, and let's go for it. Lovely outfit, Doc. Lovely, David. And blow, 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 blow. Keep on blowing that. Coming in. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. You've done it, guys. Turn around, lay down, let go, and breathe. Melt into the floor. So Amber, I see that you're teaching at 12 o'clock on Sunday. So we will be teaching at the same time. I think what beautiful synchronicity, my darling. Yeah, 2 of us will be kicking off at the same time. Good for you, boo. As you lay down, let go and breathe. And the fact that you got hired just gives everybody else in the space, and you, Aileen, everybody else in the space, the lift, that yes. Thank you for your class, guys. Wherever you go, leave your footprints of kindness and love, one heart, one love. Only the one race, the human race. Ja Rastafari, guys, I love you. I love you.